Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, have I got a game for you boys. We got ourselves a good old-fashioned 2v2. We got my man Killer in here. Brutal, classic team players. Killer Cats. He's, if anyone has joined the Discord before, you know who Killer is because he is Mr. Meet and Greet. And, yeah, he's just a good lad. Always on the stream, always on the channel, on the Discord, helping people out, having a chat. So Killer Cats is a good lad. He's playing as Italy. Now, this is quite a... it's not like a pro-level 2v2, but it's a pretty high-level 2v2. It's still a high-level 2v2. And, yeah, from what I've been told, this is a wacky game. So, and you know the channel, you know me. I love wacky games. So we'll see what we've got in store here. We've got Italy on the top left over here. So let's decide. We always have to make a decision on what colors we call the teams here. And this is quite confusing. This is unbelievably confusing because I can't put team colors, team friend or foe colors on because that confuses people even more because the color switches. You have to keep the color switches the same. But we've got pink and light blue, teal and pink going up against navy and purple. Like, come on, guys. Come on. Like, give me some colors to work with here. So we got Big Killer and Brutalt. They are playing Italy and Inca. I've never been a massive fan of Italy in team games. I just don't like Italy feel like a much better 1v1 civilization because of the style of play. And but Inca, very good team civilization, very good 1v1, but very, very good team civilization in my opinion. Great boom, great H2 mass, great units for raiding, just being annoying. So yeah, really, really good civilization. Let's have a quick look at the decks on this side, on Killer's team. Land 2v2 speed. Has lots of ordinary decks. Does have Team Inca bridges. So Team Infantry and Civilizations move faster. Interesting. But only by 5%. But that's still quite an interesting card for team games. Speed is always good. Speed is very underrated. Ooh, juicy. It has a 2-pack Rebellion, Heavy Fortifications, and Terrace Farming. Other than that, pretty standard stuff. Let's go have a look at the other team. So we've got L. Lewis. Let's call him Lewis. We've got L. Lewis over here playing as USA. The most broken civ in the game right now. Broken in 1v1. In team games, I don't think they're as broken. Definitely not as broken, but still very, very good. They obviously have, like, basically the best goon in the game, maybe apart from Portugal's late game Dragoon. So, yeah, very, very good civilization. Have a quick look at his deck. He's gone for the FF. Interesting. So, yeah, the Fast Fortress. Because the Fast Fortress is so quick for USA, it works really, really well in team games. So, he's gone for capitalism. No doubt we'll see, like, 700 gold. Maybe Pennsylvania Church and the Virginia General Assembly. And then he'll be aging up very quickly. Not many H4 cards, though. And in team games can very often go, you know, late game. So, you always want good late game things in there. So interesting. Honcho the Pet Grizzly must have picked that up from a treasure. Don't see that every day with USA. But he'll take that. L. Lewis's friend is going to be Felbus. Again, France. One of the OG team game civilizations. Very good 1v1. Very good team game civilization. And let's have a look what he's got going. Interesting. He has Ancient Regime. Always good to have in your deck. But a very, like, filled out, equal kind of cards on each side. Looks like it could be natives a little bit. But, yeah, it's got the Thoroughbreds. Got Garubial System. We saw that card a little while ago on the channel. And it was very, very good. Edict Hernandez. So, really, really kind of all-round deck. You don't have you really in team games you want like the refrigeration and the rolling cigars and cigar rolling rather. You want those sort of cards because they're just so good in team games. Very good late game cards as well. So Felbus and Lewis are in H2 right now. Stable goes down. Yeah, I think we're going to see a lot of goons from purple here. But we'll call these team... I don't know what we call them. Team Lewis? We'll call Team Lewis and Team Cats. Team Killer. Team Killer. and Team Lewis. Team North and Team South. Yeah, there comes the meeting house. So no doubt that L. Lewis is going to be going for that coin trickle and doing like you've seen like Revnak just spam that build on with USA. You know, we've had that on the channel lots of times. So that works in team games as well, as long as you don't get rushed really hard. But even if you do get rushed really hard, you know, you've got the text from the meeting house, so it can still work out. So the fast fortress build with USA, very, very strong in team games as well. Any of you USA mains out there, very, very strong. Okay, Killer. Interesting, putting down a House of Wettin. So have a quick look at his deck. Gone for captains, which is classic. Does have the Guardia di Finanza. Interesting. That's 3,000 resources. It takes such a long time for that card to be worth it, though. Lots of H2 cards as well. 700 coin is is he going for 700 coin first? Interesting. It doesn't look like he's going for a fortress build, though. Okay, that might be the answer to why. Starting Hussars, interesting. Nice, takes down the French Napoleon. So starting with some Hussars, nice, picking up a big juicy 135 coin. He'll take that. He'll take that all day. Followed by 700 wood, interesting. Getting lots of market text, I see. That's obviously really important with Italy. Get those extra villagers in there. But a standard stable start. Interesting. Okay, nice. Big boy treasure. Going to try and get those Hussars to do some damage as well. So let's go have a look at Brutal, what his friend is doing. His teammate, his team player that he is entrusting. What is he doing? Looking like he's just going for a Max Canterhouse boom. Kind of like that, actually. So he's gone for 5 vills, 2 war huts, straight into Chincha Brewing. So yeah, so that's a big boy boom going on right here. What do we have here? Carbine Cavalry. Look at age 2 Carbine Cavalry. They're so weird looking. And that's from the tech. That's from the Pennsylvania tech from the church. Killer dropping in the nice Civ you got. Yeah, USA being able to get goons out at like 7 minutes is kind of insane. Yes, he can only make 5 of them, but definitely puts a halt to any of this Hussar play. Unless he can get a really good surround, it's going to be very, very difficult to deal with. Interesting. So France going for some. So now we're seeing some stuff from Inca here. So 6 jungle bombers on the way. So he's gone for a really big boom, and now he's starting to make some units at sort of that 8-minute mark, which is pretty standard stuff. With that, oh, interesting. Did I just see? Yes, we do see marriage politics coming in for Killer. So he's going to want to get those cheaper age ups. Very nice. A lot of wood that he's stacking right now. So USA. Wow. Brutal putting down a wall this early as well. So there are those Carbine Cavalry. Now that they're in age 3, they get that. They essentially shadow tech into age 3, and they look a bit different. They get a different skin. Kind of hilarious how the developers gave a whole nother skin. It's the same with sharpshooters. They gave them a whole separate skin just for age 2. Even though you can't make the units in age 2, the only way you can get them is by teching, by a couple of techs with cards. So that the maximum you can have is like 4 probably veteran sharpshooters. I think maybe there's a tech to be able to build them in age 2, but goons there definitely isn't. Unless, I think there might be some weird age 2 cards or age 1 cards with team cards. I don't know, where like your opponent or your teammate can send so you can make them. But very, very obscure to give them a whole separate skin for very, very rare situations. But hey, that level of detail, I'm not complaining. Takes down one of the blockhouses from the Russia-American company. Very, very nice. But this card is so insane. It's going to give like 25, 30, no, 30% extra food gathering now. We got loads of Hussars on Hussars here. And there's 0 anti-cav here. Just pure bows from Brutal. Thank goodness for that wall. That gate coming in handy there. So France going for the Hussars. They are veteran now. So let's have a quick look at Felbus. Because we haven't all age up coming in there for Killer. So Felbus, we haven't looked much at France right now. Like I said, the reason why that's such a good sieve is because excuse me. That's not the secret to why they're a good sieve. Just had a coughing fit. So the reason why France is really good is because they have that such good early kind of eco. They get like all of their like market techs, including steel traps, really, really early. They can Hussar semi really, really effectively, and it synergizes so well into age ups. And that's one of the reasons why they can just mass so much stuff. They can get into Fortress and Industrial Ages really, really quickly with still massing lots of units. So yeah, very, very good sieve. And now he's basically bullying these guys, look, with purely just veteran Hussars. In comes the classic free Gatling and just a mix mash of stuff, like a pick and mix of units here. He's got some skirms, some regulars, some Minutemen, some state militia. Agent coming in now for Felbus. Like I said, there's that cavalry marshal. Already at 11.5 minutes, he's aging up. And look, he's still got a decent mass of Hussars, and they're still able to push their opponents here. Brutal has only just got up to age 3, but his eco should be very, very good because he does have Chincha Brewing. Look at that, 0.96 food, and he does have max cancer houses. But there needs to be anti-cav, and as soon as I say that, Killer comes in to save the day with some anti-cav. Villagers getting in the mix now. No, and Gatling guns, you know what they can do to villagers. And look at this, these poor villagers, are they going to go down? Oh, no, there's like a triple there. Gatling guns so goddamn good versus villagers. And this is where all the action is happening right now. Goons are trying to take down one Gatling. I think maybe one Gatling goes down. But they need to be killing these veteran Hussars. Nice, some elite Harakas coming in. But, oh, they're going to get taken down so quickly, though. But they did their job, and that's what's important. They were there. He shipped them just to take down the Gatlings. They may have went down, but they went down valiantly. They did their job. They did their duty. Salute to you, good Harakas. More Hussars coming in. But the Aegypt's coming in as well. 2 Falconets from Killer as well. And in comes those 3 Kurs. And is he going to start making Kurs now? Has access to factories. Already has access to factories. He doesn't have the 10 villager card in his deck. Interesting. That is definitely feels like, especially if you're like this going in fast industrial, you definitely want that card. And now there's no Gatlings to back up all of this mass here. And so the Jungle Bowmen, which are veterancy now, elite, they are just going to have a whale of a time, and it's going to be clean up on R2. Look at all that poison, that juicy poison. Doing that work is easy to forget. Look at those lightsaber arrows. Because apparently that's what poisoning your arrow tips does. The force is strong with those Jungle Bowmen. And now looking like a nice kind of skirm goon tech from both of these guys here. Look at that, a factory already coming in for Felbus. Damn, his eco is going to be popping off right now. Brutal. Not quite max houses. Looks like he might have lost a cancer house there. Ooh, a cheeky town, boy. 2 of them as well. And they're going to put down the town centers. And where is that shipment? There it is. Yeah, I mean, it's one of the most insane cards in the game because it's normally an age 4 card. But for Inca, they get 2 town centers. 2 town center wagons in age 3. Hot diggity damn. God damn, that's a good card. Okay, so what are the scores looking like? Look at the scores. So close. Can't call it right now. 15 minutes into the game almost. 2 more Gatlings coming in. Brutal now going for 8 villagers behind the 2 TCs as well. Super greedy. An opportunity here for the Goons to dive in on those Gatlings, and definitely worth killing those Gatlings. The very nice. The Falconets behind as well. And look at this. A nice mass of elite Jungle Bowmen. They need some like heavy cav or something. What has France got coming in? And just as I say that, He's got some veteran Kurds and some veteran Hussars. A few skirmishers and goons as well mixed in. Looks like that fort will be going up, though. Oh, but not paying attention. Killer Cats. What are you looking at? Get your glasses. Go to Specsavers, son, because you just lost 2 falconets for free. And now the goons are swarming. Good timing here by Team Lewis. And now the goons are having to kite. Like, their life depends on it. Needs to take down these cavalry. That Kerr there is weak, I think. Oh, nice little raid going on here with some plume spearmen. Nice wall again here. Brutal with these walls and gates. It's been really, really clever with these gates. Plume spearmen doing a bit of distraction there, and that kind of ends that little situation. That little skirmish. But the fort goes up, look, and that's going to be a problem. They're going to need artillery to deal with that. So Brutal gone for really heavy eco here right now. Felbus, we've been looking at him. He's obviously gone for both of the factories. Factory and Robber Barons. Very, very nice. Look at that. His eco is going to be popping. Let's have a look at his teammate, Lewis. We haven't seen him in a little while. Interesting. Guard Unans come in. That's the Prussian. Yeah, there it is. The Pulaski's Legion. And very much a 1v1 kind of... He's playing very much heavy like a 1v1. You know, you go for that Pennsylvania church, you know, straight into like the Russia blockhouses, make a load of goons. Hasn't made much units at all. But the blockhouse card is just so good for the eco up, the 30% eco up. Like, it's just so worth it. Even if you go in full goons, you know, you want that shipment. Making some more skirmishes. Is skirmishes the right thing to make here? I guess it's okay because his opponent, sorry, his teammate is making goons. So going full skirmishes is probably the right play here. Yeah, massing a load of skirmishes really adds to this mass nicely. And you know, you don't have to make one unit. You know, you can make a mixture of units, which is fine. So only on 30 vils for USA, but don't forget, you know, he's got the Russia-American Company, you know, he's got the Pennsylvania, Philadelphia Convention, so you've got the Pennsylvania Pound, and he's got capitalism. So lots of nice trickles and eco-techs for USA. So he's definitely higher than a conventional 30 villagers right now. Oh, Guard Uhlans. So he's decided to go for the Guard Uhlans instead of the Guard Skirmishers. So both of these guys going heavy goons right now. And that's fine as long as you mix in some other bits like, you know, as soon as I was about to say, mix in some heavy cannons or send 2 heavy cannons, bang, you go and see 3 of them. So Felbus, he's got both factories now on heavy cannons. And I tell you what, that's smart. That is really smart because this is good. Heavy cannons is going to be so difficult for their opponents to deal with. Brutal, almost max, still isn't max canters right now, but he's gone for 3 TCs. He's on 3 TCs, so he's on 47 vils. This fort doing work as well, and he's making some more Harakas. That is big brain, and if these Harakas can sneak in somewhere, he decides to keep them inside the fort, which I think is a big idea, and he's got 9 of them now. 9 of them inside the fort. Really big brain there. They need to kind of find an opportunity to drag the units away from the fort. Oh, and got that heavy distraction against these elite jungle bowmen. The Harakas pop out. They're going to probably kill about 1 heavy cannon. But for 9 or so Harakas, that was not worth it. And oh my god, the jungle bowmen go forward. And oh, they're getting flippity flanked everywhere. Launched 20 feet into the air. Like I said, these heavy cannons are going to be big brain. But there's a shed load of falconets, and so I completely missed those falconets. Absolutely destroyed the heavy cannons there. But don't forget, these heavy cannons are essentially free, and they keep on massing, whilst the falconets are very expensive because he's having to physically make them. They all go down now. And yeah, this is looking really, really good for Team Lewis right now. Navy and purple proving really difficult. They're flashing their heavy cannon. Not sure why. Does he has... Nice, he has Chimu runners. They're a good unit to make versus heavy cannons as well. Oh, we've still got Honcho in here. We saw that in early age 2 or during mid age 1, I think. And that Honcho, the pet grizzly, staying in there with that 40 hand attack. You can't sleep on that unit, Sunshine. Killer Cat's aging up. He's on 61 villagers. Very, very nice. Goons having to just stay there, stand and fight just to take the heavy cannon. But as one goes down, there's one more to replace it. Like I said, they keep flooding in. It's very difficult to deal with at this stage of the game if you don't have culverins. They don't have the mass to beat this back either. And going double goons is really smart because they can counter other artillery. Oh, that poor villager swimming with the fishes. Sit down. Looking really, really tight now. And look at the score. 5K score difference is not massive. But really, Felbus, with that early industrial, paying off for him because he is running away with the game right now. Now Culverin's coming in for Killer. That's the smart move. But he's gonna need some units behind this to back this all up. And Brutal could be in a problem here because he's gonna lose his war huts. He's gonna lose probably these cancer houses. He's got a couple of farms. Nice. He's got lots of llamas. That's what he's using these farms for. Really smart play here by Brutal. Wow, look at that. Look, full 400 llamas everywhere. They're going to collect them at 2 food per second. Wow, so nice boom there by Brutal. But does he? Is that what he's going to need? Does he need anything other than food? I mean, yeah, food's fine, but he's going to need some other stuff, resources. I mean, Jungle Bowman only costs 25 wood, so I guess that's fine. He's got the wood, generating wood on the community plaza. Range infantry hit points coming in. That's a smart card. He has Raditsky's March at rank 3. That's going to be 3 Magyar Hussars. So worthwhile getting that. That could be really important. Yes, these goons will be able to take them down, but they're basically acting as like Mamelukes where, you know, they'll just tank so much HP. We got the Voltigeurs right now, the France pointy hats, guard skirmishers. Really, really cool skin design that they got. What's Killer got up his sleeve? I mean, we got some culverins and we've got 2 bad boy Papal bombards. Watch the damage and destruction of these guys. Boom! Holy cow! They went flying about 50 feet into the air. Boom! Look at them go. But it didn't. The fun didn't last long, and there wasn't good communication teamwork here, and those Papal bombards got taken out. Oh, God, that was hilarious, though, what they do to these skirmishers. And now the Culverins go down as well, so really just couldn't find the timing that he wanted there, and that was their opportunity to get back into this game and just to halt this push. And, yeah, really not looking good for Team Killer. Oh, he just 4-shot with heavy cannons 1 villager. Talk about overkill. Killer starting to make some Beseguiles, the best skirm in the game, which is nice. Definitely counters most of the stuff that's coming on here apart from the heavy cannons. So going skirm, Culverin is nice here. Some heavy cav from Team Lewis would be really, really smart here. So he's gone for 2 hair Papal bombards, 12 Beseguiles, does have Papal company and does have robber barons. Obviously only get 1. That card Guardia is 910 resources right now. The game continues. That's going to get higher and higher. The TC goes down. And look how many heavy cannons are here. The 3 there, the 3 Magyar Hussars, but there's nothing backing them up. No, they go down for free. Oh, God, such an opportunity there. Those poor Magyar Hussars, they spawn into existence only to instantly die. And again, there's just better communication, like better team play. Look at all of these teammates. They're keeping all of their units really close together. Whilst Team Killer is quite literally split on opposite sides of the opponent. You never want that to be happening. Lewis on 43 vils. Not aging up anytime soon. He is quite low score. I'm not sure why. But Felbus is definitely not low score. And look at the amount of gold he's got going on here. And Brutal just going to lose all of this infrastructure. Heartbreak Hotel after all of this work of putting all of these cancers down. Starting to look like it could be GG right now. 10K score deficit. Beseguiles trying to put in work, but just more heavy cannons coming in. I mean, there's 3 culverins, but they kill a heavy cannon 1 at a time. It's just not enough. The goons diving in. Do they see something we don't? These veteran carbine cavalry just so good. No, the culverins are unpacking. Why are the culverins unpacking? No. Oh, Killer once again losing so much resources there. 1,500 resources goes down for free. Look at these heavy cannons all by their little lonesome, but there's nothing to counter them. This fort is still up. Goons getting caught. Carbine cavalry getting caught. All of those Beseguiles going down, and poor Killer. Score goes right down, and now the score 17k difference. Felbus just really taking the lead here. He's got 7 heavy cannons. 7 heavy cannons, and he's still producing them from the factory. Walls going up. Smart play in team games. It's all about the walls, baby. It's a decent amount of jungle bowmen, but not against that many heavy cannons. Okay, Killer trying to take advantage here. Oh, 2 heavy cannons. Oh, a blammo. And again, jungle bowman getting spanked hard. Another ready shot. Boom. Right up the backside, just like Daddy did with the slipper back in the day. Advanced Arsenal coming in for France. You know you're in a bad situation where Advanced Arsenal is starting to come in. 9 heavy cannons. 9 heavy cannons right now. We've got some Chimu runners, but they're attacking the goons and they want to be on the heavies. There's just not enough of them and just losing more units. Brutal, look at his... I mean, he's got a lot of resources to age up, actually. But he's lost all of his town centers. All 3 of those town centers have gone down, as have the majority of his canchers. Going to be losing more of them as well. Don't forget, he's invested Chincha Brewing into them. So important to keep those alive. And look at his score. Felbus saying sec. Looks like there was probably a pause game here. And the rebuild. Oh! Oh, and shit just got interesting. Final call here for Killer Cats, saying something needs to happen, and I'm going to push that big button, that big fist to go into the revolt. And there he goes, Argentina. Maybe the one thing more OP than USA in the game right now is Argentina. 88 revolutionaries he had there. Wow. So he sacrificed 88 villagers to go in Argentina. Like, that's how much faith he has in Argentina. And look, he's on 177 military pop. Military pop. This is pretty scary right now. Those mounted Grenaderos coming in as well. That's the reason this build is, this revolt is so OP, is thanks to these units right here. 40 siege attack. Lewis coming in. They are only veteran carbine right now, but they are the right unit to make versus this. But the revolutionaries, he's still got a decent amount of Beseguiles as well. That should be enough to deter this mass over here. Felbus still is just not paying attention over here. He's leaving it up to L. Lewis. And look how many gauchos he's making. Holy cow. That's a lot of gauchos. Wow, he's making mortars as well. Killer's pre-planned this. More goons being made by Purple. Oh, lots of villagers. Is Blue sleeping? I mean, surely at this point, maybe he forgot to pause the game. Did he forget to pause the game? No. It's 2v1 right now. And Blue is completely AFK. I mean, pause the game, surely. Lewis, pause the game. It doesn't look like there's any pause. And Team Killer isn't unpausing this right now. Even getting mercantilism in right now. Holy cow, so many villagers going down. No, not like this. Not like this. You can't go AFK. Poor Lewis is having to 2v1 here. But I mean, it's basically 1v1 because Pink Brutal has nothing. He's even sending his opponent. He's even sending Killer 700 food. He's like, I can't help you. I'm rebuilding right now. But the least I can do is send you some food to help with your production. Oh, no. Oh, no. Revolutionaries killing villagers everywhere. No, this was their game. And he's gone AFK. He's actually gone AFK. And he hasn't paused the game. Why is why is Lewis not pausing the game? What is going on? He's going to lose his factories. Felbus, he's lost all of his villagers as well. He's got 7,500 food. What is this madness? Now he's starting to move. He was completely winning this game. Oh, no. He's lost everything. He's lost everything. But they're still up in score. Team Red are still winning this. Finally, he's joining the action. Is it too late? Brutal sending more food to Killer. Oh, that's the San Martin card coming in now, so this is getting really rough. And look, the scores they bought it back, but they're still losing. Team Killer still losing, still down in score right now. But finally, the Skirms enter the battle. Now we've got ourselves a 2v2. Brutal sending more food to Killer just to help with those Grenadaro productions. Brutal on 15,000 is so low. But finally, Argentina being reduced to mere rubble and revolutionaries right now. The heavy cannons, there's no answer to them. There's so many, there's 11 heavy cannons. You make Grenadaros, I make heavy cannons, baby. There ain't nothing stopping 11 heavy cannons. And finally, Felbus comes in to save the day, but look at the pure destruction. He's down to 12 villagers. And I don't know what happened there, but that is why you do not go AFK without pausing the game. Oh, dearie me. Brigand, these highwaymen are actually going to kill a heavy cannon. Treasure Guardians actually killed a heavy cannon. Oh, he's literally down to 10 heavy cannons. That's hilarious. But the counter push happening now. Felbus, what's the plan going to be for Felbus? Again, is he gone AFK again? Brutal back up to Mans Canchers now. So he's starting the rebuild. He's still down so low in score. He's sending so much food. That's all he can do is just send food to Killer. I'm not sure what that big button was. I'm not sure where that's coming from. Surely it's coming from one of these. It's not from there. Maybe it's from here. Yes, he's got another free Magyar Hazards. Obviously likes waiting till he's got a free of them. I don't know why. Look at that rematch. Look at that remas. And he's only on 2 villagers. So that is thanks to Brutalt sending him all of that food. Citizenship coming in now. Obviously wants the rebuild, wants the eco rebuild. But it's going to take a long time. And look at this. Just diving in with pure mounted Grenadiers. What a frightening sight. Got something going off here. Gaucho's coming in. Oh, there's 4 villagers. Oh, poor villagers. And L. Lewis, you need guard dragoons at this stage. Mounted Grenadiers, they do lose to goons, but when they're in this mass, they are scary. $413 HP. The goons are going to do the job. But look at this. Not even quadruple, that's quintuple. Quintuple producing mounted Grenadieros. Thank you, Brutalt, for being the best team player ever and sending him all of that food. But I think with good kiting, these veteran carbines, they do have the extra range. Oh, but the mounted Grenadieros with the big button. Finally, the Golden Reiter finally being produced there by the mounted Grenadieros, and that's going to give them, look, 15%, 40% range resist, 15% melee resist. It gives them so much armor for about 10 seconds. And it was a nice try, but it wasn't enough. Really good kiting here by Lewis. Really good micro by Lewis here. Constantly kiting. But look at the scores now. Even with Felbus going AFK for like 5 minutes, it felt like. They're still destroying the score right now. So Team Killer, they need something to happen here. What does Blue have? A load of heavy cannons. Finally putting down the town center. Wow. The cheek of him. I'm back. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. You've been out of the game for 10 minutes and you've left Lewis to fend for himself. But that's exactly what the doctor ordered for Team Killer. Oh, and now he's losing. He comes back and loses all his heavy cannons. Oh, dearie me. Oh, that's so much resources in there. He can't get heavy cannons back now because he lost his 2,000. Oh, God. Oh, dearie me. That is exactly the prescription the doctor ordered right there. And Felbus absolutely destroying this game. Now the same score as Lewis. The same score as Killer. However, Brutal is still down really heavily in score here. Argentina back up to 15 vils. He does have triple TC. Yeah, he's got 3 TCs. And look at this again. Quintuple Grenadier production. How is he getting the food for it? How? Looks like he's been sending cattle drivers. But he's been sending a lot of forts as well. Look at this double fort. So many mounted Grenadieros. How is he quadruple producing, quintuple producing? 5 Raxes producing. Well, Lombard. 5 Lombard production there with mounted Grenadiers. Look at that remas. That's the Skorsten. Fort coming in. Mounted Grenadier is going to take down that 4 HP heavy cannon. No problemo. Oh, look at that. Oh, God, that unit is nasty. Second TC trying to go down here for France. El Lewis, where are you? He needs to get over here, but that's a lot of goons as well. I think the mounted Grenadiers are going to have to back up there. Oh, that poor TC going down. Is this TC going to go down as well? San Martin goes down. The TC does go down, and that's Killer's objective. And now he's going to run away. Marriage politics coming in for USA now. So he wants the cheaper age up as well. Felbus rebuilding his TC back into the base now. Oh, wow. After all of this really being pushed back into one corner of the map, we've got this corner versus this corner right now. This is what this game has developed into. Both of these guys just trying to turtle on their corner of the map. Wow, lots of cards coming in here for USA. He's going for state constitutions. That's going to up the HP of all his buildings. You see there? Yep, more HP. Leonardo's Revellino. Interesting, going for long rifles. And he's going for United States Army. They're both infantry techs. So that's very interesting. Not going for Continental Rangers. I mean, if you're going for long rifles, surely you'd be sending that next. Unless you plan on going for Musketeers. But yeah, that's a little bit weird. I'm not sure why he's doing that. Not that that's a bad card. You know, it upgrades your General and your Minutemen as well as your Heavy Infantry. But he's going very heavy goon, so I'm not sure that's worth... I mean, maybe... I mean, that card's good, you know. Tammany Festival's very, very good. I mean, Kentucky Coalfields would be good as well. Even if that's just to give to your opponent, to your teammate. Give those coalfields to your opponent. If you're on estates, hey, teammate, here's some coalfields for you. But the age up industrial now for Felbus and Lewis. So Lewis, about 20 minutes later, after Felbus has got into industrial, Lewis is finally in industrial as well. Wow, a 41-minute gang saw. And I thought I was bad at getting market text. 41.5-minute gang saw. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. More forts coming in for Killer. Wow. Really trying to take map control the old-fashioned way. Love it. Look at that food, though. So much food for USA. He is getting Guard Carbine Cavalry. Brutalt giving another set of 1,600 food to Killer. Brutalt's still very low down in score, but so is Felbus, and Brutalt's actually catching up. Lewis on max vills. Or was it 90 vills there, max, I think. Felbus, he's still on 15 vills, whilst Brutalt is back up to 56 villagers and max canchers. So he's back in this game now. Big fight going on here. 2 forts. Can't be fighting under 2 forts. Hey, Brutalt's now in industrial as well, so everyone's in industrial. Earth gift ceremony coming in, so he's really getting his eco up here. Wow, a couple of cheeky canchers here. Starting to look really quite good for Team Blue. Team Killer getting themselves back into this game. Brutalt's done a fantastic job. You know, he's been giving lots of food to Killer, and it's allowed Killer to just really compete against Lewis. And really nice teamwork there by Brutalt. Whilst he's also slowly been rebuilding his eco. Now getting an extra TC down as well. Another big fight coming in here, but he's still fighting under a fort. But these are Guard Carbine Cavalry now, so they should be okay. But look how much stuff there is here for Killer. 67 mounted Grenadieros. How do you beat that? How do you beat that? They've got all the techs as well. Look at that 2.5 area of effect, 28 ranged attack, 56 attack. Oh, God, it's such an insane unit. I mean, let's be honest, it's a broken unit. Even against Guard Carbine Cavalries right now. He has the big button from the Golden Reiter back as well. The scores are getting closer and closer as well. And second TC going down for France. A third TC, rather. Getting himself back into this game. Killer. Almost max pop right now. He's on 40. He's back up to 46 villagers in Argentina. That is scary. L. Lewis. 86 vills. Almost up to 90. Only has 1 factory so far, USA. Felbus massing those villages. He's back up to 27. Oh, the Golden Voices come in for the guard carbine cavalry. Look at this, the 15% artillery guard. That's exactly what you want against these mounted grenadiers. But it's even with that tech, even with the extra armor, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The Golden Voice tech coming in for the mounted grenadiers as well. Both these guys popping that big button. What do you make versus this is pure grenadiers? They get beat by guard carbine cavalry, but they're just losing. This is how scary this unit is. Spawns a new priestess. Wow. Grolto going for the priestess community plaza boom right now at 45 minutes into the game. American allies, that's a good late game card. There's a couple of really good techs depending on which native you decide to use. I like going for the Zappa tech. Minutemen, one of the worst things for sieging. They only got 7 siege attack, slowly destroying these walls. Another fort coming in. Look at this. Look at this absolute beast. Map control here. He's got 1 fort over here, 2 forts, 3 fort, 4 fort, 5 forts. 5 forts. And that's like infinite one fort wagon that they can send. I mean, that I'd be proud of that many forts. Wow. Wow, starting to mass up a load of Chimu runners. Very, very nice. Killer, he's got a lot of gold. He's up to 63 villagers. 63 villagers in the Argentina revolt. Holy cow, that is ours. Look how quickly these get built as well. So, so good. He's still got his fort, don't forget. Wow, look at this. Velbus back up to 41 vils. Wow, he's got 31 units on the community plaza. I think 10 is the maximum amount of priestesses you can have. So, wow, got adoption now. Look how quickly Chimu runners get produced. Thanks to that adoption. Look at that. 300 and almost 400% quicker they get produced there. Villagers get produced 133% quicker as well. So over twice as quick. Wow. Very impressive stuff there. But definitely want to take your villagers off there now. Killer up to 70 villagers, and he's not stopping there. Getting that outlaw band in whilst overpopping. Very, very nice. What outlaws is he going to get? Get some mortar. Captured mortar's decent. Django Craig gets all of those outlaw goons. Gets a couple of mounted grenadieros. Linero, Crabat. A couple of pirates in there. He gets some healers. Inquisitors, which are essentially healers. That's interesting. But not the best. Not the best set of outlaws you could ask for. And look at this mass of 50 mounted grenadieros. How do you beat that? L. Lewis doing really good for eco. He can just keep on massing. So many guard dragoons. He needs to just keep making them. He's putting down the flag as well. Even with that, France are back up to 50 vils. But he needs to start making some goons on top of this as well. He needs to help his opponent, help his teammate here really badly. Really needs to get a lot of dragoons out here to help with this massive mounted grenadieros. If he can get guard goons there as well, that'll be really, really nice. And do my eyes deceive me? The 2-pack rebellion is coming in. Oh, this is just too memey right now. And Team Killer are actually up in score. 2-pack rebellion coming in with all of the Chimus. That's going to be all of the guard hussars. Oh my god, he's max pop as well. Oh, this is going to be 95 Chimus turns into 95 guard hussars, and he overpops to 290. That is why that 2-pack rebellion is so goddamn good. You essentially get, if you mass just Chimu runners, you get essentially double the army, because these are 2-pop compared to Chimu's 1-pop. So you essentially overpop by double your military mass. Absolutely insane. Don't forget as well, look at all of this. All of his villagers turn into revolutionaries. So he's on 290 military pop. That in a 1v1, that would be good game right now. That is just impossible to beat. Oh my god, we've got a double revolt this game. Where are his guard hussars going, though? And where is Killer? Killer's in here as well. There's just so many units. It's difficult to micro. And he's running in there to kill the eco. I like that play. Look how many hussars there are. Loads of revolutionaries as well. These are H4 revolutionaries. These are going to do really well versus Carbine cavalry. Oh, and Felbus is revolting as well. What is going on right now? Oh my God, the France revolting to USA? Just so he doesn't lose any more villagers. I love it. He gives himself George Custer as well. He's going to be able to plant down a flag as well. He's got lots of resources. Look. Oh my God. He went AFK for about 10 minutes. He comes back. He revolts to USA this game. We've got a triple revolt. Oh, what a fun team game. The scores are so close as well right now. So many guard hussars. How does Team Lewis, Team Red, stop this? The double USA. Oh my God, this is too much. The flag gets planted down. One of the flag gets planted down. Oh, the Golden Reuter tech gets planted down as well. But is it going to be enough? The guard hussars are flooded in. The gates of Mordor have been opened. Just attack with the hussars. Just attack. Keeps moving. He just needs to click attack move. Finally, they start attacking. And look at all those plus 16s. These things have 45 hand attack. Can Team Lewis stop this? The Imperial Age from Lewis. Oh, triple revolt and then the Imperial. Guns which are not going to do very much here. So many of the French revolutionaries. Brutal sending loads of resources again. Wow. The hussars are slowly melting. Can they hold on? Revolutionaries, I tell you what, the revolt from France was a nice touch here because he needs these revolutionaries. Still only guard Carbine right now. Is he going to be able to afford? Has Lewis, can he afford? He can't afford the Imperial tech. He's nowhere near getting the Imperial tech. But more, nice, more Gatlings coming in. Wow, another 4 Gatlings coming in. And they actually hold off the impossible push. Spanish Musketeers? My head is just exploded. They actually held off that push. The Argentina max pop and the over pop from the 2-pack rebellion, they actually held that off. However, they forced Felbus to have to revolt just to hold it off. And that means he doesn't have any more villagers. So will that be the secret tech to winning this game? He can get the rebuild, but he has to send a card for it. And he's currently on 0 villagers. He could send Washington's Continental Grenadiers would be a great card here, but he desperately needs European immigrants and citizenship. He has no shipments right now, but he has a lot of Gatlings. Fort going down over here. Nice placement there. Triple revolt, ladies and gents. Triple revolt. Middle guard coming in, but he doesn't have enough for the old guard. I like the touch. The minus touch. But he touched it too much. Hey, gold member. Hey, gold member. Sorry. Brutal just keeps on sending resources to his opponent. And look at that remass. He's back up to 27 villagers. And thanks to this community plaza, mainly thanks to that priestess boom, you very, very rarely see a priestess boom in any game, just because it's only realistically a late game thing to do, because priestesses just aren't very good. But they do get, you know, look at this adoption right now. Look how quickly villagers are coming in, an extra 122% quicker. Still only guard Carbine. Nice mass here from Team Lewis. And they're up in score. Oh, this game keeps flip-flopping. I have no idea who's going to win this. And look how quickly military units coming out, but he doesn't have the resources. But that's a lot of champion Plume Spearmen. Can the Gatling guns do enough damage to them before they get... Oh my god, all of his Gatling just got instantly deleted. And now the Plume Spearmen are diving in on the Carbine Cavalry. And look at this, they're having to run away. The walls get upgraded in the perfect timing. And just like that, another flip-flop. This game has been crazy. He finally shipped discarded, or American Allies. He shipped that in a while ago, I think, but now just decided to get the techs from it. I'm not sure which native he's decided to tech into. But again, sending in, what card was that? Very nice. Melee infantry combat. I'm surprised that it's taken him 56 minutes into the game to send that card. What is these techs called? Mapuche. Okay, so he's gone for the Mapuche. Gun run. He's going for gun running as well. I think that gives him the access to the outlaws, I believe, from the Royal Embassy. So really just getting every tech possible. He's back up to 44 villagers. Whilst we take a look over Killer, he's up to 80 villagers. He's getting Kongstein. That's going to give him the towers and the extra fort. So again, how many forts is he on right now? He's on 7 forts. And that's going to give him another fort. These mounted Grenadieros really have been MVP this game. Wow. Forgetting about Cavalry Cuirass. That's going to give him even more HP. Wow. Even more HP for mounted Grenadieros. Killer Cat's clearly forgetting about that tech. Wow, and he's got 3 forts down here. Oh my god, and the battery tower's going up as well. 438 HP now. Every little helps. Wow. This map control here from Killer Cats is absolutely insane. Brutal sending him another 1,000 res. And I think that's a good amount. Don't want any more villagers than that. If anything, you want a little bit less villagers just so you can constantly overpop with Grenadieros. You only need food. Only need food right now. L. Lewis, max villagers. Does have the Imperial Carbine Cavalry. And this is how insane mounted Grenadieros are. They're holding their own against Imperial Carbine Cavalry. The Golden Rider once again coming in, but there's so many Plume Spearmen. He's going to have to kite them. Surely the mounted Grenadieros get beat here. Surely they get beat. But it's 2v1 here. L. Lewis, poor L. Lewis, all by himself. Felbus is back up to 22 villagers. He did ship citizenship. But not a lot else. And can they wait long enough for him to get back into this game? He managed to help his opponent by holding that big 2-pack rebellion push with the revolt. But at what cost did it come? Once again, diving in with the Carbine Cavalry. It's the best unit to make against this mass right now, but he's constantly having to kite. He needs to hold his own to wait for his teammate to get back into this game and start helping him with a unit that he really needs, maybe skirmishers. Felbus is back to 9 villagers. What happened? What happened? I thought he was on more than that. Did he just lose a load of villagers? It's not looking good for Team Lewis or Team Red. Yes, Lewis is the highest scorer right now. But look at this. We're almost into an hour into this game. Where has the time gone? No boats yet. I would love to see some monitors being lamed on the ponds here, but there's just so many forts. 73 vills now for Brutal. He's got his eco back. Look at that fort. Yes, Killer. He's up to 9 forts. Pure map control here. Look at this. The battery towers as well. Only one side he hasn't got a fort at. What a friggin' game this has been. Buenos Aires. 3 trading post wagons and 2 Lombards. I mean, he's really got nothing else to send here. Brutal sending more resources. Oh, no, he sent them to Brutal. Okay. Is that what's been happening the entire game? I feel like it's been Brutal sending them to him, but has Killer Cat's been sending it to him? Oh, it looks like I've been saying this entire time that Brutal... Oh, no, Brutal... 1,000 sent to Brutal. Yeah, I had this wrong the entire game. It's actually been Killer Cats sending resources to Brutal. Wow. So all of this time, it's been Killer that's been being an absolute ace team game player by sending the resources to his team player and allowed Brutal to get really back into this game. The entire time I thought it was the other way round. I'll get flamed in the comment section for that. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry. I mean, I always get flamed, so no, it wouldn't be a Lionheart video if I didn't get flamed in my own chat. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry. Lots of goons going over here, he's trying to make something happen here. Trying to, like, what, force his opponent? But this just doesn't work because if you can't get in, like, you have 20 siege whilst your opponent has a hell of a lot more siege than you do. And Killer actually bringing all of his units back. Honestly, he could just siege down all of this stuff. Just go for the counter push because he'll come out on top there easily. Easily. Now they're going to come face to face and there's nowhere to run. This has been one insane team game. We've had triple revolts. We've got an Imperial. We've had someone go AFK. We've had 11 heavy cannons just get beat. This is insane. And how has someone not taken this treasure yet? How has this treasure guardian not been taken out? This treasure guardian survived over an hour into the game. Whoa! And did you see that spinner Rooney? Oh, that was hilarious. Another spinner Rooney the other way around. Finally, a chest of Charles Crescent. That may be the longest surviving treasure guardian I've ever seen in the game. Ever. Over an hour and 3 minutes into the game, and no one's picked that up. Oh, dear. Still, the game lives on. And where does it end? How does it end? Brutal actually up in score over Killer Cats. Wow. L. Lewis. Getting Imperial Gatling guns. Felbus, he's up to 35 villagers, but probably going to lose some more here. Oh, don't lose more villagers, I beg. He cannot afford to lose villagers here. He needs to get up to 70, 80 villagers ASAP. Brutal now in the Imperial Age. He's 2-pack Rebellion. He revolted, and now he's gotten into Imperial Age. He's going to say thank you to Killer for all of those resources he donated him. I can't see any shipments that he's sending other than other than infinite. He must be sending infinite shipments because they'd be grayed out otherwise. And, like, what does he send? I mean, there are some good cards here. Like, I mean, you want Morgan's Continental Sharpshooters, or you want to send Lee's Continental Light Dragoons, and that's what you want to make. Make those skirmishers or make those goons. Maybe the goons is best because it gives you guard dragoons, and he's never going to get into Imperial here, but the best he can get is guard dragoons. Or he gets one of the best skirmishers in the games, which is Morgan's Continental Sharpshooters. They have insane range. Like the best range in the game, I think, maybe other than longbows. So you either kind of, I mean, you can send both of them, but you initially you want to send one or the other, get citizenship, start getting some eco back, and then send one of those units to start making. And he's got forts up, so you can make them from forts, I believe, as well. You know, even just having a small mass of goons right now would help beat this mass. Oh, yeah, and I forget how beautiful Imperial Gatling guns are. Look at these golden boys. Oh, God. With those, like, red dot sights, something out of Call of Duty. Look how beautiful those golden Gatling guns are. Absolutely beautiful. Very, very good units as well. Blue back. He's on 44 villagers, but what's he going to send? What's he going to make? You need to send one of these cards. Otherwise, you're making revolutionaries. And that's not going to cut it. He should be desperately waiting for a shipment. Desperately ready to send one. But he's not sending anything. He hasn't got any military mass. Oh, the golden boy's getting deleted. But the Mounted Grenadieros diving in. Whoa! And those Gatling did so... They killed so many units there. Oh, my God. These Gatling guns are insane. He just needs his opponent. And his opponent is sending European immigrants. Oh. I mean, that's okay as well for the extra eco, but you need to start making units. Like, you can make just normal dragoons from the fort. Just make something. Just help your buddy out. That is a good shipment. It's like a 14-ville shipment, I believe. Yeah, it's a 14-ville shipment because it gives you 4 settler wagons. An Imperial Galilean mortar. So he's starting to get decent eco back now. Now he needs to start making something, and they're down in score now. But Argentina is stuck in that age. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing, but it's not Imperial. You know, it isn't as good as Imperial. Never is. Revolts are never good as Imperial. But saying that, look at these Mounted Grenadieros. Absolutely destroying Imperial carbine cavalry. It's absolutely insane. We've got legendary jungle bowmen. The perfect unit to make here. We've got captured howitzers. We've got Galilean mortars round the back here, being super annoying. And I think with everything closing in, it's starting to look really desperate now. Brutal on 90 vills. He's on 11,000 food. Killer on 4,000 food. El Lewis is on 13,000 food. 7,000 coin. He's got the Golden Boy Gatling guns. He just needs some help from Phelbus. Just needs some help. And he's not he's making revolutionaries. That's not good enough. Somehow we got natives getting in here. Minutemen dealing with them. San Martin snuck in there as well. We need Frontier Outpost upgraded as well to Imperial. Gatling gun's so good. Even doing well versus Mounted Grenadieros. Is it going to be enough? Captured howitzers coming in. Diving quite far in, though, with them. Wow, got deleted. El Lewis is calling the GG. He's just pushed everything back, but he's calling the GG. He's probably looking at the score. Brutal saying GG. The poor Golden Boys. And he calls the GG. Felbus calls the GG. And I think they just give up. Was it actually over even after pushing that back? The score's still relatively close. Lewis probably just fed up. Like, he can't push this. Like, nothing he has can push into this. He's tried so many times, and I think that's why he just gave up in the end. And Blue just isn't making, like, any units here. I honestly think with this card here or this card here, he could have done some work, but maybe he doesn't know what this revolt does. And an hour and a 10-minute team game. Wow, that turned out into... That was looking so good for Team Lewis. But, guys, never go AFK without pushing the pause button. Even his teammate didn't push the pause button. And look at these villagers. Look at the amount of revolts going in here. Look at up and down, up and down. It's like a roller coaster for villager count. All resources. Yeah. Military. 378 mounted grenadieros. Oh, that's so... There's nearly 700 goons. My goodness me. Guys, look at the economy there as well. Absolutely insane. What a fantastic game. Guys, hope you enjoyed that over hour team game. I know you guys love a good cheeky team game. So hope you enjoyed that. And I will catch you in the next one. Peace out.